Good morning, everyone. I think we'll go ahead and get started. It's 10 o'clock. For those of you that have not been here before, will you raise your hand? Do I have any new folks? I thought I had some new folks. I love it. Welcome in. So for those of you that are new, the rest of you know I do this. I do broadcast live on Facebook. So, and I do keep that there unless it's an awful class, and then I'll go in and delete it. Usually it's there though. I've only actually deleted one, and it was because I forgot to turn my microphone on. So those are there for you. So if you ever are unable to be here at the library, there is videos on Facebook. You can go back, or you can join from home if you're not wanting to come out into the weather. If it does happen to be bad and we're still holding class, there's lots of chairs up here. You're welcome to come up here. Well, welcome in. So my name is Hope Mercer. I'm with Iron Zen Yoga here in Cambridge, Ohio. And welcome to chair yoga. So my goal for you in our chair yoga class is to, number one, keep the current mobility that you have, keep the current flexibility you have. A little bit of luck, we're going to gain some mobility and gain some flexibility. We're going to work towards quieting the mind a little bit and hopefully just get you feeling a little better before you leave today. So before we get started today, will you please check and make sure you have enough room? Michelle, you're going to hit the curtains.
I'll move.
So today, we were anticipating more folks, and I have lots of empty chairs up front, and everybody's in the back of the room today. So just make sure you have that space, that you can spread the arms out wide, find some space there. All right, so let's begin then by finding our comfortable seats. So we're going to find the sits bones underneath of the body. By finding sits bones, I just want you to find a little rock side to side. Find those two little bony points underneath your bottom. Y'all know I've said this before. I always chuckle because one of my instructors used to tell me to do that, and I used to laugh because I could feel it. Now I can't feel it. I gotta move some stuff around back here to make myself feel it. Knees straight ahead, toes straight ahead. Let your hands rest on your thighs. Do me a favor. Please don't recline back in your chair. Sit nice and tall, shoulders stacked over top the hips. If you're comfortable closing down the eyes, we're going to close down the eyes here and just take a few minutes to fully arrive into our practice. We're going to begin by noticing the breath, noticing the body, and we're going to do all of this without change. Just simply noticing and observing what is happening and occurring within the body and the breath and the mind. Could start to let the breath draw in a little more fully. Breathing in through the nose, filling the abdomen and the lungs fully with air. And then a nice long, slow exhale breath to fully release. Breath in through your nose, and breath out through the mouth. Let's work on extending that exhale breath. Breath in through the nose. Long, slow exhale breath through the mouth. One more. Breath in. Breath out. And now allow the breath to relax and soften. The last few times we've been together, I have shared about the first limb of yoga, the yamas. And today I'll be sharing about the fifth yama, aparigraha. So you may have missed a few, so let me just kind of catch you up if you have. The first yama is ahimsa, or non-violence. And that's not just to other people, but also to ourselves through words and actions, the obvious things. The second is satya, or truthfulness, speaking to yourself truthfully, speaking to others truthfully, but yet with some care, because sometimes we still need to hold onto those thoughts and not speak them, even though they might be truthful. We want to be kind. Asteya, non-stealing, and again, beyond the obvious, stealing of physical items, but also of time, mannerisms, and whatnot. The fourth, brahmacharya, moderation, not taking more than we need. And again, this goes beyond the obvious, taking, we see a sale at the store and we see strawberries on sale and we're like, oh, let me buy all the strawberries. We'll be very mindful of other folks' time, their energy. And the fifth yama being aparigraha. This is the yogic principle of non-hoarding or non-possessiveness. In life, we often hold on to things, objects, memories, expectations, and even worries. We cling to the way things were or how we think they should be. But just like the breath, life is always moving, always changing. And when we hold on too tightly, we create tension. And when we let go, we create space. We create space for peace, for joy, for new experiences. In our practice today, I want to invite you to embody aparigraha and let go of the need for perfection. So if your pose doesn't look like your neighbor's pose, that's okay, because what we're doing is honoring our own body. We're releasing those expectations. I invite you to simply be present with what is, trusting that what you need in this moment is already within you. You already have it. Let's begin. We're going to begin today with a seated sun salutation. And we're going to do the same one we've done the last couple of times together, but we're going to add on an extra little move today. Let's begin by bringing hands to heart center. Take an inhale breath here and an exhale breath. Inhale breath, lift the arms over the head. On the exhale breath, we're going to bring the forearms to the thighs and just lean forward. Now, just a word of caution as we rest here a moment. If you are someone who should not look to the floor because you have glaucoma or eye pressure problems, I want you to keep your gaze straight ahead. If your ophthalmologist wouldn't be mad if you looked at the floor, you could look at the floor. You could even take this and fold all the way over. On the inhale breath, we're going to rise up and draw our right knee towards our chest any amount. We're going to exhale, let that right leg come back down. Inhale breath, draw your left knee towards your chest. Any amount. Exhale, let that down. Hands come to knees, baby cobra. We're going to pull the heart forward, the shoulders back, and lift the gaze. You might even notice your tailbone lifts a little bit. Relax and let your shoulders land back over top of the hips. Nice tall spine. Inhale breath, reach the arms high. Exhale breath, draw your hands to heart. Okay, let's smooth that out. Inhale breath, lift the arms high. Exhale breath, we fold, maybe forearms to shins or a bigger, fuller fold all the way over. Inhale, lifting right leg any amount. Exhale, release. Inhale, left knee draws towards the chest. Exhale, release. Hands to knees. Inhale, pull the heart forward, baby cobra. Exhale, relax shoulders over hips. Inhale, arms draw high overhead. Exhale, hands to hearts. All right, we're going to change this up ever so slightly. Instead of pulling knee to chest this time, we're going to lift the arms high and extend our right leg in front of the body. Draw that back in on the exhale. Inhale, breath, we'll extend the left leg. And then we'll bring it back in. Okay? Now, if you prefer that lift of the leg, you can stay with lift of leg. If you like that feeling of that big extension, we're going to take big extension this time. Inhale, breath here. Exhale, breath, release. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, your choose of a fold. Inhale, breath, right leg extends, arms reach over the head or the knee to the chest. Exhale, release. Inhale, left leg lifts and arms lifts. Exhale, release, hands to the knees. Baby cobra. Inhale, pull the heart forward, lift the gaze. Exhale, settle shoulders over hips. Inhale, we reach. Exhale, hands to heart. Beautiful. Inhale, we reach. Exhale to fold. Inhale, your choice. Maybe that right leg lifts or the knee to the chest. Exhale, soften. Inhale, left leg. Exhale, hands to knees. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, shoulders over hips. Inhale, reach the arms high. Exhale, hands to hearts. Good, let's do that one more time. Inhale, we reach. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, right leg extends or knee lifts. Exhale, release. Inhale, left leg. Exhale, hands to the knees. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, shoulders over hips. Inhale, we reach the arms high. Exhale, draw the hands to hearts. Take a moment here and let your thumbs rest at your heart space. Maybe closing down the eyes again or softening the gaze towards the tip of your nose. Sun salutations are meant to build a little bit of heat in the body, just like the sun as we stand and it radiates on the body and we start to feel the warmth. Notice if you're feeling a bit of warmth in the body. Maybe the heart rate has started to lift. Maybe the rate of the breath has increased. All right, let's come into our heel lifts. So we're just gonna start here by lifting the heels. I wore my bright toed socks so you guys could see my feet today. Lift the heels. Now we could go one heel at a time, or we could go both heels, whichever feels better in your body. And we're just lifting, lifting, lifting. This was more fun with music yesterday. I can't record or broadcast and play music at the same time. I need to figure that one out. All right, toes. We'll just lift the toes. Good. All right, let's come to our marches. We're just gonna lift the leg. And we're gonna work our best here to keep our shoulders stacked over the hips, keep the upper body nice and stationary and tall. Don't forget to breathe. You know what? Let's add some wrist rolls while we do this. Can we multitask? Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Oh, this is hard, isn't it? Take that breath in and breath out. All right, ready for it? Switch directions. Inhale. Exhale. And remember, we're going for the wrist, not the arms. All right, let's switch directions again. Take a breath in. And a breath out. Inhale, switch. Exhale. Good, one more, breath in. Breath out and switch. All right, let's bring the hands and the legs to stillness. Let the hands rest on the thighs. Just take a moment, notice what you notice. Remember, yoga is the practice of paying attention to the body and the breath, the way that they join together. All right, let's take a little massage of the knees today. Spread those fingers wide, give the knees a little massage. Maybe switch directions. I always like switching directions because we automatically go a certain way when we do things. And when we switch directions, it's like, oh, I can go that way too? All right, let's take it down to the calves. Give the legs a nice little massage. And then come to the backs of your knees and just very gently up and down, back and forth. You can even give the backs of the knees the teeniest, tiniest little pat. Don't beat on them, just a little tap. And what we're doing when we're doing this is we're getting that lymphatic fluid moving. So you guys can hear, I've still got this bit of congestion, but definitely better than yesterday. So one of the ways that we can help with some of that is keeping that lymphatic fluid moving in the body. Let's come on up to the thighs. Give the thighs a nice little massage. Use the heel of your hand, just really give them a nice little rub. You can even give them a nice little pat. That can feel nice. All right, let's see if we still got this in us today. Y'all that were with me yesterday, remember this one? We're gonna bring fingertips to the shoulders. Take a big breath in, and we're gonna say pa on our exhale, okay? Pa. Yes, let's do it again. Inhale. Pa. Do it again. Inhale. Pa. Inhale. Pa. Inhale. Pa. One more. Inhale. Pa. All right, let your hands. Ooh. Anybody feel a little tingle? Just kind of a little energetic in the body. Good stuff. All right, bring the hands in front of the heart space. Right hand on top of the left. We're going to lock the hands together. So we're just locking the hands. Bring the fingertips together. Take an inhale breath, and I want you to pull really hard. Exhale breath, soften, release. So here we go. We're simulating lymphatic fluid again. Inhale breath, pull hard. Exhale breath, release. Inhale breath, pull. Exhale breath, release. Good. One more. Inhale. Exhale, release. All right, release the arms. Take some shoulder shrugs towards the front of the body, like your little choo-choo train on the tracks. All right, right arm was on top. We'll see if I can remember that in 30 seconds. Keep rolling through the shoulders. I think my sound is on. We got somebody with us today. Good stuff. All right, let's go left hand on top. Lock those hands together. Big breath in, pull hard, fill your belly with air. Exhale, soften, release. Good, and remember, you're working with your own breath. Inhale, pull. Exhale, release. So if you can hold that breath longer, feel free to hold it longer. If you need to take it shorter, take it shorter. Inhale, breath, pull. Exhale, soften. Let's go one more time. Inhale, breath, pull. Exhale, release. All right, let's take our train back the tracks. Take those shoulders towards the back of the body. I have a very dear cousin that I absolutely love, and he is, what did he just turn, 38, 39? 39. He's obsessed with trains. I love him to death. You guys know there are Airbnbs that are train cars that you can stay in? There are several in the area. They're so cool. Good stuff. All right, next up, bring your fingertips together like you're holding an imaginary ball. So we're just touching all the fingers together, and we're gonna push. Take an inhale breath first. With the exhale this time, we're gonna push. Push, 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 push. Release. Take a breath in. Breath out, push. Inhale, breath, release. Exhale, breath, push. All right, this time we're gonna soften a little bit, maybe give the arms a second. We're gonna pulse about 15 or 20 times. So just bring your fingertips together, and we're just gonna take a breath, and we're just gonna push, 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 push. So this not only strengthens our chest, but also the arms, helps with lymphatic fluid. Just keep pushing, 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 push, 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 push. Good, 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 good. All right, relax. All right, spread your fingers wide. Pull your thumbs towards your palm. Go ahead and open it back up. Pull your index fingers towards your palm. Ah, hello. And we open, take that middle finger towards the palm as much as you can. We're trying to hold for about 2 seconds. Open that back up. Take your ring finger down. Open. Pinky finger pulls in. I can tell I've been knitting a lot the last week. Open. All right, let's go backwards. Take a second, wiggle fingers. All right, let's pull the pinky fingers back in. 1001, 1002. Open. Ring finger in for 1, 2. And pull that open. Middle finger. Ah, hello. open. You notice one finger feels worse than all the others. Index finger, pull that down. Good. All right, thumb last time. Very good. Release. Give those arms a little shake. Okay. Bring your left hand to your heart. Palm of the hand is going to face back of the room. Inhale, breath, lift the arm as much as you're able. Exhale, breath, release. Now I want you to imagine you're moving through honey or molasses. Inhale, pull that arm up. So we want to imagine we've got some resistance. Exhale, pull it down. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, breath, we lift. Exhale, breath, release. Let's go one more time for good measure. Inhale, we reach. Exhale, release. Good, let's switch that out. Right hand to the heart, left hand beside the body, palm to the back of the room. Inhale, breath, reach it up. Now here we go again, noticing exhale, release. Does this side feel different than your other side? Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Can you let the movement happen with the entirety of your breath? Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Nice. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, release. One last time on the left arm. Inhale, we reach. Exhale, release. Good, both hands. And you're lifting whatever amount. We're inhaling and lifting. Sit tall through the crown of your head. Exhale, release. Could you maybe give the hands a little push towards the back of body? Inhale, we lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, float the arms high. Exhale, release. Maybe two more. Inhale, we float. Does counting get easier, Sharon? Exhale, lower. One more time. Inhale, we lift. I've said, as a yoga teacher, I don't know my left from my right, nor can I count. All right, we're going to do something a little different, yo. Let's bring those arms up. Press your palms towards the ceiling. Can you push, push, push? Raise the roof. Push, push, push. If y'all can see this, it's great. Push that ceiling. Flex the wrist as if you're really trying to hit the heel of the hand towards the ceiling. Good. Now let's bring the arms down. Turn the palms towards the back of the room again. Let's do a little work for the tricep. Can you push, push, pulse, pulse? I want you to really think about your tricep as you're pressing the palm towards the back of the room. Ooh, yeah. And either way, you can even flip your palms, see if it feels different. Anybody's arms on like a little warm spot? I don't want to say fire. Are they warm? Do you know where your triceps are right now? Ooh, all right, let's shake that out. Good. Okay. Now, we're going to come into some twisting here. So again, let me say, I need you to honor your body. If something doesn't feel good, make sure that you're saying, okay, I'm noticing. If it's sharp and painful, I want you to come right back out. If you're just going, what is this? Have I felt this before? Or has it been a minute? Maybe we just hang out and we're like, oh, let me feel this and see how it feels. Bring your left forearm across the front of the legs. Now check in on your legs again. Make sure knees and toes are pointed straight ahead. We're gonna take an inhale and reach our right hands up. Now, up for your body, maybe to the side. It might be reaching towards, let's call it 10 o'clock or 2 o'clock. Or maybe there's a bigger reach towards 1 or 11, depending upon what clock you're looking at. And then, are you able to lift your gaze towards your fingertips? Take a breath in. And a breath out. Inhale, breath. And exhale, breath. One more here. Breathe in, reach high through the fingertips. Exhale and sweep your right arm down and let it slide in front of your left arm. And just take a lean forward here. Now, as you lean forward, think about finding that long line from your tailbone to the crown of your head. So we're finding a long spine for your body. Take a breath in and a breath out. One more. Inhale, breath. Exhale. Okay, let's go other side. Right forearm rests across the thighs. Release that left arm. Inhale, breath. Reach your left arm any amount. Exhale, breath as you arrive. Inhale, breath. Reach through the fingertips. Maybe lift the gaze towards your left fingers. And exhale. Breathe in and breathe out, letting the left arm come down to rest in front of the right. Now this time, breathe in, find length through your spine. And on your exhale, if it's okay for you to look down to the ground, tuck your chin towards your chest and kind of look inward, taking a moment, looking towards the floor between the feet. And again, only if this is safe for you to do so. Let your awareness be with your breath, focusing on each inhale and exhale. Bring your hands back up to your knees. Come tall through the spine. If you have had a hip replacement, I'm going to want you to keep both feet on the floor. If you have not had a hip replacement, we're going to go into a cross-legged position. You can either cross your right leg over your left or just your right ankle in front of your left ankle, whichever feels most accessible in your body. And you may notice that one side feels better than the other side. Maybe it's accessible on this side, but on the other side you're like, no thank you, I'll just cross my ankles. I'm going to go with crossed ankle just so that I'm here with those of you that are in this position. If again you've had a hip replacement, I'd like you to keep both feet flat on the floor. Take your left hand, bring it to the outside of your right knee. Your right hand is going to reach either to the leg of your chair, the back of your chair, or even just to the small of your back or to the waist. Whatever feels accessible, we're going to take a twist, and I want you to think about twisting through the rib cage and your shoulders. Take a big inhale breath to the belly, and on your exhale breath, we're thinking about looking over our right shoulder. If it feels okay in the neck, we're going to let the gaze move that way too. If it doesn't feel good in the neck, we're just going to think about pulling our right shoulder towards the back of the body. Inhale, breath. Exhale. Breath in. And breath out. Beautiful. One more. Inhale, breath. Exhale. Can you find a little bit more space to move into? Good. Inhale, release. Come back to center. Uncross the feet. Take a moment to pause here. Okay, let's go other side. So here, we're going to take left leg over if you're going to cross, or left ankle in front of the right ankle, hip replacements, both feet flat on the floor. Right hand outside of your left leg. Left hands finding somewhere to grab. Chair, leg of chair, back of chair, hand at the hip. Take a breath in and breath out, pulling that left shoulder more so to the back of the room. If it feels okay in the neck, we're going to take the gaze over our left shoulder. And inhale, breath again. Exhale, think about twisting through the ribs, through the upper shoulders. One more, inhale. And exhale, breath. Good. Inhale, come back to center. Uncross your legs, both feet flat to the floor. Hands to the knees. Take a moment, pause right here. Okay, remember I said yoga teachers don't know right from left? We're gonna do our very best here. We're gonna do some more arm extensions, and we're gonna try to cross hands overhead, but we're gonna bring the opposite hand in front each time. Hands to the sides of body. Bring a little awareness to your right hand so you know which one's your right. Give those fingers a little wiggle. We're gonna aim to bring those to the front. Inhale, breath, right hand to the front. Exhale, breath, we release. This time, left hand, little wiggle. Inhale, left hand comes to the front. Exhale, release. Inhale, right hand to the front. That little finger wiggle works, doesn't it? Exhale, release. Left hand. Inhale, left hand comes in front. Exhale, release. Let's go one more time each side. Right hand comes to the front. Exhale, release. Notice that widening and broadening across your heart space as you draw the arms up, left hand in front. All right, now, cactus those arms. Ooh, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Inhale, we reach. Exhale, we draw down. Inhale, reach. Exhale, pull it down. Now, hang out right here for me. From your shoulder, bring your palms towards the floor. So this is as if the arms are on an equal plane, side to side. Now the goal here is going to be just to move your elbows back an inch. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Little movement. This would be, I'm holding a pencil between your shoulder blades. You're going to try to hold it there when I take my hand away. Squeeze. Squeeze, little movement, squeeze, squeeze. Good, one last one. Squeeze, take an inhale. Exhale. Ooh. Go ahead, release. Give them little chicken wings. Okay. Maybe some shoulder shrugs again. Shake out the arms. All right, we're gonna let's do something a little different, but we're gonna come back to that shape in a minute. Bring your fingertips to your shoulders, and we're gonna take the arms forward. Try to tap your elbows down and open. We tap and open, tap and open. Good. Really bring all of your awareness into your shoulders as you tap and open, tap and open. Last one this way. Pause it open. And now we're gonna go down and up and open, down and open. Ooh, yeah, down and tap and open. Does this feel easier one way versus the other? Yeah. I told the group yesterday, I feel like that little monkey that's like got symbols when I do this one. I'm gonna have to find new jokes. They're only funny the first time I tell them. All right, take a pause. All right, shake that out again. Okay, let's come back. Palms on the ground, on the tabletops, either side of body. Now, I need you to imagine you have a frosty root beer. Y'all know what I said yesterday. It's a flat root beer today. We just want to get rid of our flat root beer. So this is in the shoulder joint again. So we're just going to dump that root beer over our shoulder. Dump that root beer. Dump that root beer. Think about it happening in your humerus, in the shoulder. Do. Yeah, try to isolate this to just your shoulder. Now I'm seeing this happening. I need this. Your elbow is frozen. Looking at you. Yeah, get rid of it. My arms are getting spicy. Anybody else? I'm seeing some frowns happening. Let's take a break. No frowning in the yoga world. We can't do that. All right. So that little this way and this one. Also, when we've done in the past this, where we rotate the arms, these are all exercises that help reduce that little bit of a hump that we might be noticing in the back of our neck, because we live in a very forward world. So I know personally, I've seen this a lot in our younger generation because they're holding that phone in front of their face all the time and they've got this lean happening. Those couple of exercises will help us to sit a little taller. So just thinking about those couple of exercises there. Let's do a little seated cat-cow today. Let's bring our hands to our knees. On your inhale, it's kind of that baby cobra shape. Pull your shoulders back, lift your heart, lift the gaze, tip your tailbone towards the sky. On the exhale breath, draw your chin towards your chest, tuck your tailbone under, extend your spine towards the back of body. Inhale, pull the heart forward. Exhale, tuck and round. Inhale, heart pulls forward. Exhale, tuck and round. Think about moving with your breath. It doesn't need to be right with me. That inhale pulls forward. Exhale, emptying the body of breath. We tuck the chin and tuck the tailbone. Inhale, pull the heart forward. Exhale, tuck and round. Inhale, pull the heart through. Exhale, tuck and round. Come back neutral, shoulders stacking over the hips again. Let's do a little leg work today. So let's send that right leg out to the side of body. Left leg is going to be at that nice 90. So we've got the hip to the knee to the toes. This leg, left side of body, should be in a nice long straight line. Our right toes, we're going to tip them forward and tip them back. Any amount that feels okay to you. We're doing both sides. It's okay. All good. So we're tipping, tipping, tipping. My tea is still extra hot. Really think about isolating that femur bone and the hip joint, kind of like a mortar, is it mortar and pestle? That ball in that socket. We just really want to work on that. Good. Okay, let's bring the leg in front of body. Now point your toes towards me and flex your toes back towards yourself. Point the toe, flex the toe. Point the toe, and flex the toe. Take a roll through your ankle. Maybe pick your leg up if that feels okay, or you could leave your foot on the floor, but roll clockwise and then switch that counterclockwise. Remember, don't go directions, doesn't matter if you're backwards. Good. Now, shoulders stack over hips, nice and tall. Lift that leg any amount. We're gonna warm up that quadricep a little bit. Try to keep the upper body as stationary as you're able. Think about lifting through the crown of your head. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Good. All right, let's bring that foot in, let it ground. We're gonna take that knee to the chest, again, any amount. So we're just gonna catch maybe behind the thigh or across the shin bone. Tuck your chin towards your chest, round into a ball. Breathe in. And breathe out, hug it in a little tighter. Inhale, release and soften a little bit, maybe sit a little taller. And then exhale, pull it in again. Inhale, release and soften a bit. Exhale, tuck your knee towards your forehead. Good. And then let's softly release that leg back down. Okay, let's go other side. Send that left leg out. Take a moment and bring awareness to the right side of body. Right knee in front of hip, toes point straight ahead. Tip your toes. Tip your toes forward and back. You might notice that one side feels a little better than the other. Maybe you feel like you have a little bit more range of motion on one side than you have on the other. It's the way our bodies are made. Just a couple more here. Take a breath in while we're here. And a breath out. Breathe in through the nose. Breathe out through your nose. Good. All right, let's bring that leg in front of the body. Point your toes. Flex your toes. Points and flex. Points and flex. Maybe a roll through the ankle. Draw circles with your toes, one direction, and then switch directions. Good. Go ahead and walk that left foot in. We're going to take those little knee, hug them in. All right, let's draw that knee in, maybe behind the thigh, across the shin, whatever feels best. And maybe it's here. Honor your body in the space that you're in today. Take a breath in and breath out, hug it in. Whew. Inhale, breath, release and soften. Exhale, hug it in. Inhale, breath, come tall, shoulders over hips. Exhale, breath, tuck it in. Good. Release it back down all the way. All right, let's come up to stand and find some movement as we stand. We're gonna come behind our chair, and I'm gonna have you step your feet wider than hip distance. So this would be hip distance, this would be wider than hip distance, okay? We're gonna keep one hand on our chair. So let's start with our left hand on our chair, and we'll leave our right hand free. All right, inhale, breath, reach your arm up. Now, bring awareness into the bottom of your right foot. Exhale, lean to the left. Good. Now, really think about anchoring through your right foot. Push down through all four corners of your foot as you lean and find some length in your rib cage. Breathe in and breathe out. Good. Inhale, come back nice and tall. Release that right hand down. Right hand to the chair. Now, awareness into the bottom of your left foot. Inhale, reach that left hand to the sky. Exhale, lean to the right. Push down hard through your left foot. Create that as your anchor to keep you grounded as you stretch through your left fingertips. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, breath. Exhale, breath. Good, release back to center. Let's do that again. Anchor right foot down. Inhale, reach your right hand to the sky. Exhale, lean to your left. Ooh, maybe this time, can you lift your gaze up towards your right elbow? And think about wrapping and rolling the right side of your rib cage and your shoulder blade towards the back of the body. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale, reach tall. Let's reach that left hand up too. Ooh. Now, if you spread your arms wide, spread your fingers wide. Remember, we have jazz hands and not mittens. Spread them wide. Star pose, welcome. Take up the space you deserve and you need. Bring your right hand to your chair. Ground down, left foot. Create that anchor through the left foot. Inhale, reach tall through your left fingers. Exhale, lean to your right. Oof, hello. Now let's roll that left side of rib cage open. Armpit open. Maybe we look up if it feels okay. Think about that anchor though. Grow some roots through that left foot. Breathe in. And breathe out. Good. Inhale, come back to star. Reach those fingers up. Spread them wide. Good stuff. Step your feet in. Let's find mountain pose. Hands are open, sides of body. We have the feet right under the hips now, so maybe a little bit of distance between the feet. Everything straight ahead. Good. Inhale, breath, reach the arms high overhead. Exhale, pull your hands to heart. Inhale, press palms together, reach. Exhale, hands float down. Remember, we want to try to work with breath with movement. Inhale. Exhale, hands to heart. Good. Inhale, reach. Exhale, mountain. All right, next time we're going to go to chair pose. Inhale, reach. Exhale, breath. Hands come to heart as if we're sitting down to chair pose. So good. Nice work, you guys. Bring your awareness into the heels. Stand, extended mountain. Release, mountain. Inhale, breath, extended mountain. Exhale, chair pose, Utkatasana, lower the seat. Very good. Keep your heart lifted. Inhale, draw tall. Exhale, back to mountain. Good. One more time. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hands to heart, Utkatasana, chair pose. Try to keep the heart lifted a little bit. Be careful that you're not here. We want this to be like you have a plate full of Thanksgiving dinner and you went to sit down at the table and somebody stole your chair. So we don't want our face and our mashed potatoes. Inhale, stand tall. Exhale, mountain pose. All right, let's do our kitchen sink stretch. So we're going to bring hands to the back of the chair. And again, that cautionary tale, if you are not someone who should look at the floor, you're going to keep your vision straight ahead instead of looking down. Our hands are at the back of the chair. We're just going to start to walk the feet back. Our goal is to create a long line from our hands to our shoulders to our sits bones. Soft bend to your knees as you extend and lengthen from the arms to the shoulders to the hips. Good. I don't even feel like I need to hop down there and look at y'all today. You're looking great. Take a breath in and a breath out. One more. Inhale, breath. Exhale, breath. With this next inhale breath, start to walk the feet back towards the chair, rising back up into your mountain pose. All right, let's do our calf stretches. Hands to the back of the chair. I'm going to turn this way. We're going to bring that right leg close to the chair because we want the chair to support us in this posture. We're going to step our left foot back, nice long step for your body. Front knee is landing over the front ankle. So we want that 90 degree, well not quite 90, but we want that knee stacked over the ankle here to help provide that support. Left leg's nice and long. We're going to use our left hand as a little bit of momentum. Inhale, reach high, straighten both legs. Exhale, sink it back down. Inhale, come tall. Exhale, sink it back down. One more. Inhale, lift tall. Exhale, sink it down. Now, if you are finding yourself leaning, I want you to pull that chair close so that you can bring the shoulders over top of your hips. Now, one of the other things that I have been prompting lately is to think about neutralizing through your tailbone. So if we think about our rib cage and the top of our pelvis, and they might be kind of pulled apart, can you tuck them together the tiniest little bit? It is the most subtle of movement so that we can tuck everything in and stay nice and tall through the spine. That looks so much better. Take a breath in and a breath out. One more inhale here. Exhale. Good. Let's shorten the stance. Walk your left foot in. Heel to toe, about 10 to 12 inches. Bend in both knees. Put your sits bones out, so it's kind of like we're taking a little squat here, kind of the same as in that chair pose. We want to try to keep the heart lifted here. We're using that chair to help us balance. And now we're just targeting a little bit different here. We're getting into that smaller calf muscle, the soleus. So just hanging out here, take that breath. Let it go. Inhale, breath. Exhale, breath. Good. One more here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, step back to the chair, mountain pose. All right, let's ground down. Left foot, left knee over left ankle. Big step back with your right leg. All right, let's use that right hand as our momentum here. Inhale, come nice and tall and straight through both legs. Exhale, sink that right heel back towards the earth. Inhale, come tall. Exhale, sink that right heel. Inhale, lift. Exhale, sink it down. Now, heel should be lifted a little bit. You should feel a little stretch happening in that right calf muscle. And again, if you're finding yourself leaning, tuck that chair in a little closer so you can stand a little taller. Then think about that rib cage and pelvis. It's like the micro bend. Just the tiniest little tilt to the pelvis under. Okay, breathe in. Breathe out. We start thinking about all that other stuff and then we forget to breathe. Breathe again. Let it go. One more here. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Let's shorten the stance. 10 or 12 inches between the heel and the toe. And that might be different for everybody's body. Woo. Bend in both knees. Booty sticking out. All right. So now we're targeting tinier muscle in the calf of the right leg. A breath in and a breath out. Inhaling and exhale. Breathe in and breathe out. One more inhale here. Exhale, push the heels, stand, step back in. All right, if you would like to move your chair to the, let's take it to your right side. I'm still gonna stay this side. And let's do our toe lifts, heel lifts, marches. So remember, we're rocking into the toes. Just lift the toes, rocking into the heels. So we're just lifting the toes. Lift your toes, lift your toes, lift your toes. Lift, lift, and lift. Lift. Okay, let's go heels. If you want to put a little extra bounce in this, you can let those heels kind of hit the ground a little harder, as long as that's feeling okay in the body. Remember, this is called rebounding. It's good for our nervous system. I like to put my arms in it. We do what we can do, right? Whatever makes us happy and smile and brings a little joy into our heart. We let go of tension. We create some space. We release those expectations. We create that space for joy. I don't know. I kind of like feeling like a kid at heart, right? I played a song yesterday that was talking about using sticks to build tree houses, and it just made me think back to when I was probably middle school age. We lived at this house that had a big field next to us. There wasn't a lot of trees, but the grass would grow really tall, and we'd go out and like try to like create little like huts in the grass and kind of hang out inside of them. Mom and Dad would be looking for us, would be MIA. All right, let's pause there. All right, doesn't matter which leg. March, 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 and march. Think about pulling that thigh bone as parallel to the ground as you're able. We're gonna try to keep, I see this. Let's try to keep that upper body. Whew. Let's pretend we're the best darn band in the land. Upper body's nice and still, our plumes are still. Shoulders over hips. Whew. Whew. Lift, down, lift, down, lift. So what we're doing is working on balance a little bit here, right? One foot's on the floor, the other foot's off the floor. Maybe we take the hand off the chair and see if that works for us. Maybe we keep a finger on the chair. We're drumming.
We do this.
Good. I love it. Like seeing people like cross training, doing different things, I love it. Like seeing this big of a crowd in here makes my heart so darn happy, I could just like burst. All right. All right, let's pause here. Let's do a little balance. We're going to do a little one-legged tree, stork, whatever we want to call it.
Flamingo.
Say that again.
The flamingo.
Oh, let's do a flamingo.
That's why we're called the flamingo.
I love it. Okay, let's bring y'all's right foot is closest to your chair. So let's go right foot. And let's pull the left knee towards the chest to start. I'm going to flip around here. So left knee's pulled in. If it feels accessible, can you reach your left arm up? Now, as you do this, think about pulling your right hip back under your shoulder. Try not to let yourself pop out. Tall, tall, tall. Lift tall through your left fingertips. Good. Now, can you bring your left foot to rest at your calf? Can we call this safely a flamingo? Little tree flamingo. I've got our drumming queen with us today. All right, let's release. Ooh, give the legs a little shake out. Okay, let's go other side. If you want to move your chair to your other side. Are we taking each other out back there? Are we okay? All right, left foot is grounded. Left hand on your chair. Right knee draws towards the chest. We find thigh parallel to the ground. Flex your toes towards your knees, no limpy feet. Lots of active here. Now maybe that right arm straight to the sky. Falling over, y'all. Okay, left hip, pull it under the body, stand a little taller. Yes! I just saw everybody get like an inch taller with that. All right, now maybe that right foot connects to the right calf. I'm not the yoga teacher that's going to yell at you if your foot lands on your knee. I'm not going to yell at you. Try to keep that hip popped under body though. And then can we play with the left hand? Find a focal point. Yeah, that's okay. It's a practice. And release. So good. Give yourself a clap. Okay, good job. All right, let's come back. Good work today, you guys. All right, let's come back to that opening posture. Finding the sits bones under the bodies, the knees straight ahead, toes are pointed straight ahead, shoulders resting over the hips. Find your chin parallel to the ground. Try not to tuck your chin to your chest. We're not lifting the gaze towards the ceiling. We're trying to find that spot straight ahead of the body. So you're probably looking about the edge of the stage, maybe at my spun socks. If you feel comfortable doing so, we'll close down the eyes here. If you'd rather just let the gaze go a little fuzzy, look towards the tip of the nose, let the world kind of blur out. Let's take a breath in through the nose and a long, soft breath through the mouth. Inhale through your nose. Exhale from the mouth. Relax the breath. Allow your breath to be soft and effortless. Notice the support of the chair beneath you, the floor beneath the chair, beneath your feet, the earth beneath the chair, beneath the floor. Notice the support and how you're being held here. Remember that you don't have to hold on to anything right now. Aparigraha teaches us that freedom comes from letting go. With each inhale, invite in peace. And with each exhale, release anything you no longer need. Worries, tension, expectations. There is nothing to do, nothing to be, nothing to fix. Just allow yourself to be right here in this moment, just as you are. Let's bring our hands together at heart center, letting the thumbs come to rest at the heart space. Bowing our heads here. Let's take a moment of gratitude for this practice. To you for making space in the day, and for this opportunity to come together in community and in collective energy. Let's take a clearing breath together before we close. A full inhale through the nose, and an exhale with ease. May your life be free of struggles. May your heart be open. May your body be filled with joy and ease. May you share your gifts with the world. And may you know your truest self in this lifetime. Together we say, Namaste. Thank you guys for being here today. Very much appreciate you all.
Thank you.
You're so welcome.